Your daily diet could be the strongest weapon against colon cancer, and you'd be surprised how small changes in your diet could make a big difference in your colon health. Stay with us until the end to discover the #1 dietary tip that experts say is the most effective in reducing colon cancer risk. Let's start with some foods you might not think about when it comes to colon health, like black beans and flax seeds. I know they may sound like ordinary ingredients, but they're actually packed with benefits. These foods are rich in fiber, which is crucial for a healthy colon. Fiber helps to move waste through your digestive system, reducing the time that harmful substances spend in contact with your colon lining. This process helps prevent inflammation and the formation of polyps, which can potentially develop into cancer over time. But there's more to it than just fiber. Black beans, for example, are a great source of resistant starch. This type of starch escapes digestion in the small intestine and reaches the colon, where it acts like food for your beneficial gut bacteria. The more of these good bacteria you have, the stronger your gut becomes, which can reduce the risk of colon cancer. Flaxseed, on the other hand, contain lignans, compounds that have been shown to have anti-cancer properties. They help balance hormones and also provide extra fiber, making your gut healthier overall. So when thinking about a colon-friendly diet, these foods shouldn't be underestimated. All carbs are bad for you. Now let's tackle a common myth, the idea that all carbs are bad for you. That's simply not true, especially when it comes to preventing colon cancer. While it's true that refined carbs can have negative effects, resistant starch is a different story. This kind of starch is found in foods like cooled potatoes, green bananas, and even cooked and cooled rice. When these foods are cooled after cooking, their starch content changes, becoming less digestible and more beneficial for your colon. Resistant starch has been shown to support the growth of beneficial bacteria, similar to the effects of fiber. This promotes a healthier gut environment, which plays a critical role in reducing inflammation and preventing abnormal cell growth in the colon. So, instead of cutting out carbs altogether, focus on including these resistant starch foods in your meals. They not only contribute to colon health, but also help regulate blood sugar levels, making them a win-win addition to your diet. A nutrient-rich food group. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful food groups for colon health, cruciferous vegetables. You've probably heard of them: broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. These veggies contain compounds like sulforaphane, which help the body detoxify harmful substances before they can damage your cells. What makes these vegetables so effective is their ability to boost your body's natural detoxification processes, which in turn protects your colon lining from damage. Studies have shown that people who consume more cruciferous vegetables have a lower risk of developing polyps and colon cancer. Adding a few servings of these veggies to your diet each week can be a simple but impactful way to improve your colon health. Whether you're roasting them, adding them to salads, or including them in stir-fries, cruciferous vegetables offer a natural defense against cancerous changes in the colon. Role of omega-3s. Omega-3s. You'll find them in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These healthy fats have strong anti-inflammatory properties, which are vital for reducing overall inflammation in the body, including the colon. Chronic inflammation is one of the known risk factors for colon cancer, so keeping it in check is essential. Omega-3s not only help reduce inflammation, but also show promise in preventing abnormal cell growth, which could eventually lead to colon cancer if unchecked. Including omega-3-rich fish in your diet a couple of times a week can make a significant difference. If you're not a fan of fish, there are plant-based sources of omega-3s, such as chia seeds, walnuts, and flax seeds, which can provide similar benefits. Incorporating these foods into your routine is a practical step toward better colon health. The power of antioxidant-rich fruits. Let's start with antioxidant-rich fruits, which play an important role in protecting your colon. Berries like blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, and blackberries are particularly beneficial. These fruits are loaded with antioxidants called anthocyanins, which have been shown to help reduce the risk of colon polyps. Colon polyps, if left unchecked, can sometimes develop into cancerous cells, so keeping them at bay is crucial. Now you might be wondering how to include more berries into your daily diet. It's actually pretty easy. You can start by adding a handful of mixed berries to your morning oatmeal, yogurt, or even smoothies. They also make a great snack on their own. Just wash and eat. If you have a sweet tooth, try making this simple dessert with berries. For instance, mix them with a bit of honey or a sprinkle of cinnamon for a healthy after-dinner treat. If fresh berries are out of season or too expensive, frozen berries work just as well and have the same nutritional benefits. Just thaw them a little before adding them to your meals or snacks. The benefits of berries go beyond just polyps. They support overall gut health too. The fiber in berries aids in digestion, making them a natural way to keep things moving through your digestive system. This is a critical factor in preventing colon cancer, as it minimizes the time that potentially harmful substances stay in contact with your colon lining. So berries are not just a tasty addition, they're a practical one too. Importance of fermented foods. Next, let's talk about fermented foods. These foods like kimchi, sauerkraut, and kefir are packed with probiotics. Probiotics are the good bacteria that help maintain a healthy balance in your gut. When your gut microbiome is in balance, it supports better digestion, boosts immune function, and reduces inflammation. Factors that are all linked to a lower risk of colon cancer. Incorporating fermented foods into your diet can be surprisingly easy. If you're new to them, start with small amounts. A spoonful of sauerkraut or a few pieces of kimchi alongside your lunch or dinner can be a good starting point. Kefir, a fermented dairy drink, is another excellent option. It's similar to yogurt but has a thinner consistency, making it perfect for smoothies or as a standalone drink. You can even use it as a base for salad dressings to make your salads gut-friendly. Fermented foods also tend to be rich in fiber, so you're getting a double benefit: probiotics and improved digestion. Adding these foods regularly to your meals not only supports your colon health, but also enhances your overall well-being. Dairy and calcium, the good and the bad. Now let's clear up some confusion about dairy and its role in colon health. Dairy products, particularly low-fat options, and those fortified with calcium, can be preventive against colon cancer. Calcium helps bind to harmful substances in the colon, preventing them from causing damage. Studies have shown that adequate calcium intake is associated with a lower risk of developing colon polyps and, consequently, colon cancer. But not all dairy is created equal. While low-fat milk, yogurt, and cheeses can be beneficial, excessive consumption of certain processed dairy products might have the opposite effect. High-fat, heavily processed cheeses or sugary dairy desserts could potentially increase inflammation, which is a risk factor for colon cancer. To make the most of dairy's benefits, opt for plain, unsweetened yogurt, or choose fortified plant-based milks if you're lactose intolerant or prefer non-dairy options. Incorporating a balanced amount of low-fat dairy or fortified alternatives in your diet can be simple. You might start your day with a glass of milk or have a serving of yogurt with fruit. Just remember to keep processed varieties to a minimum to maintain a balanced approach to dairy and colon health. Link between red or processed meat and colon cancer. Let's get into a topic that's often a bit controversial: red and processed meats. There's no denying that these meats are a regular part of many diets, but when it comes to colon cancer, they could be doing more harm than good. High consumption of red meats like beef, pork, and lamb, as well as processed meats like bacon, sausage, and deli meats, has been linked to an increased risk of colon cancer. Studies suggest that chemicals produced during the cooking of red meats, especially at high temperatures, can damage the cells in the colon lining. Similarly, the preservatives and additives used in processed meats have been shown to increase cancer risks over time. This doesn't mean you have to cut out all red or processed meats immediately, but reducing their intake can be beneficial. Try swapping red meat with plant-based proteins, which are excellent for your colon and overall health. Think beans, lentils, tofu, and chickpeas. They are not only high in protein, but also come with a good dose of fiber, which helps maintain a healthier gut environment. If you're not keen on going fully plant-based, poultry and seafood are better options. They are leaner and less likely to contain harmful compounds when cooked. Incorporating these changes gradually into your meals can make a big difference without feeling like a drastic shift. The top dietary tip: the Mediterranean diet. Finally, let's talk about the top dietary strategy for preventing colon cancer: the Mediterranean diet. This eating pattern emphasizes plant-based foods, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and healthy fats like olive oil. It's also rich in fiber, which is essential for maintaining a healthy colon. Fiber not only helps move waste through the colon quickly, but it also feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut, which play a key role in reducing inflammation and protecting against abnormal cell growth. Switching to a Mediterranean-style diet could reduce your risk of colon cancer by as much as 45%, according to recent studies. The Mediterranean diet is not just about what you eat, but also about how you eat. It encourages mindful eating, smaller portions, and enjoying meals with others. Including more fruits, vegetables, and legumes into your meals doesn't have to be a drastic change. Start by adding a salad as a side dish, replacing refined grains with whole grains, and using olive oil as your main cooking fat. Fish, especially oily ones like salmon and mackerel, are also a staple of this diet and provide anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids, which are beneficial for colon health. Following this diet not only lowers the risk of colon cancer, but also supports heart health, brain function, and overall longevity. It's a well-rounded approach that goes beyond colon protection, making it one of the best choices for overall well-being. We've covered a wide range of foods, nutrients, and dietary tips that can help you reduce the risk of colon cancer. From increasing fiber intake and consuming more omega-3s to adding fermented foods and adopting a Mediterranean diet. Now the choice is yours. Start making these changes today and your colon will thank you.